Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do lead code line 75, one of the question, maximum product subarray. So now let us first read this question, then about the constraint, then finally the coding part for the same. So let us first read this question. So here, a minute, why it is not coming? Okay. Given an integer array nums, find a subarray that has the largest product and return the product. The test cases are generated so that answer will fit in 32-bit integer. So basically whatever input array is being given to us, so what we are required to do is we are required to figure out with the largest product subarray out of them. Now comes the part, we had already solved that maximum sum subarray, right? So now it is the modification that rather than sum, it has been changed to product. But the thing which is here is we can't use that Kadani algorithm as it is here. Because if we try to use, we won't be able to get the accurate answer for various test cases. Because there could, but before going ahead with the same, now let us first check for the uh, input which is being given to us in the constraint. Then I'll discuss about the intuition for the same. So now here Uh, constraints which are given to us is that up to 10 raised to power 4, it is there. And negative numbers are also there, positive numbers are also there. And it's up to 10 raised to power 1 only. That means product could be done. Uh, so product would be as per. So now let us go ahead with the examples which are there. So here, in this example which is being given to us. So actually, I have one test case in my mind. I'm thinking when to explain. Let us just directly start. So the thing is, if we start from this point and then this point, right? So when we are multiplying it, so it becomes 6, right? Then we multiply with this, right? So it becomes whatever it becomes, but it becomes negative. And then when we multiply with this, now the overall it would be something negative, right? So basically we are required to discard this thing. Means when there is something negative, then we are required to discard it until and unless we get even negatives. So that multiplying that negative with negative makes our product also greater and even our product also positive. So that's the scenario here. For that purpose, what we can do is, see, if we go from this direction, we will be getting this 6 and then multiply by minus 2 something else and then multiply by 4 then something else, right? But if we only means this would be something like this until now whatever maximum product would be there that we will be storing. So we will be storing this 6, right? And then we will be moving forward. That would be the scenario. Then if we go from backward towards the forward direction, then we will be multiplying 4 with minus 2, right? So till now, this 4 individually was the maximum product. But when we do this, then it becomes smaller than the maximum product, right? So that's why we will be discarding this. And thus, till now, we were having this 4 as the maximum product. And now comes the part for this 3. Because we just discarded this, right? And we require just the subarray, not the subsequence. So because of that, we will be starting from this as a new. And then we will be checking for this, right? So that's the scenario here. Now we will be getting 6 here. And that is the maximum product which we can obtain. So overall, I want to convey that either we start from the starting or we start from the ending. Any way around, we will be getting our answer in that way. When there are even number of negatives, then we will be getting our answer. Or if there are odd number of negatives, then also we will be getting our answer in either of the for loops which we will be using. Means either from the either towards the forward direction or from the forward direction. So that's the whole scenario here. So now let us code for this particular solution and then we will be moving ahead for the same. So here's the scenario. The thing is that earlier I tried with that previous Kadani algorithm which we had used for that what we say for a maximum sum, but that doesn't work. And why? As it doesn't work, right? Because here we are required to do same things only, just required to change this plus which was earlier used into multiplication. But here the problem was if there are even number of negatives, right? Then it would be surely discarded. Odd number of negative, then it will be giving a right answer. But when there are even number of negatives, which can make our product to something much more greater, so in that context, it will just discard the test case, and that's why we can't use this particular algorithm for time being. Now, other way around, what we can do is here what I'm doing is I'm just reversing from forward towards the backward direction and from backward direction towards the forward direction. That's what I'm doing here. So what the thing I'm doing is product equals to 1, result equals to int min. That's what I'm doing here. And then when I traverse this particular from the forward direction, then here the product equals to product into nums of 5. That's the thing. Uh, so basically I'm doing the product and then just checking that whatever product has been so far is that maximum or the new one is the maximum. And if at any point a product becomes equal to 0, because there could be 0 as well in our this what we say in our this product means the process of doing product, right? So that's why at that point we will be making a product equals to 1 so that we can easily move ahead by doing the multiplication part. Now in this portion, what I'm doing here is I'm going from the backward direction towards the forward direction so that at this point I'm able to figure out with something having what we can say that is something with even number of negatives, then at that point that would be captured from the backward towards the forward direction, and thus at the end we will be returning the result for this. So this is all which we are required to do in this particular question. Here, although it is a two-part solution, but it is one of the simplified version, means because our previous algorithm, that is Dani algorithm for that some failed just because of the part of even negatives and what we say odd negatives. But to overcome that, here we are using two paths, and in the two paths, we are basically doing the same operations only, but from different directions. So that's the scenario here. And now comes the part for the time complexity and space complexity. So the time complexity for the same is order of n, and the space complexity for the same is order of, we are not using any extra space, so it's order of 1. So this was all for this particular question. If you have any doubt, you can comment that down. Even with the timestamp and whatever portion you were unable to understand this particular solution, I'll explain you in that comment only. And yeah, this was all. Thank you.